Hello, this is Andrew Grease with Quality Equipment and Spray, QSpray.com, with the next edition of Stupid Shit Techs Do to your pest and landscape equipment. This is the next in a series to help you learn from other people's mistakes to protect your business and save you money. Today we're going to talk about hose reel locks. This is, of course, a hose reel on your power sprayer, and anyone who has a power sprayer has a hose reel. But today I want to talk more specifically about the hose reel lock. This is the part of the reel that keeps the reel from spinning when you're not using it. And it's not an expensive part, and it's most of the time not that important a part, except when you don't have it. And it's kind of like your health. You don't worry about it until you don't have it. And that's clearly a situation with hose reel locks. And so what happens to these? They can break. Here's an example of one that broke kind of on the base where it bolts down, but more often they snap at this pin point because that's where the stress is. And when the hose reel is broken, hose reel lock is broken, bad things can happen. And here's an example. This was a sprayer that was brought in. The hose reel lock was missing, and someone decided to just tie it down with a piece of rope. And this is just a really bad idea, because if you don't have a hose reel lock and you hit a bump, then your spray gun or your hose can bounce out of the back of the truck. And I'm not making this up. Here's a perfect example. This is a spray tip. It's actually a spray tip off a 36 gun that bounced out of the truck because the tech did not lock the reel, and it was dragged behind the truck for quite some time. You can see that wear pattern. It's a perfect wear pattern. It was driving down the road for quite some time to wear off half of this tip. And in this case, it wasn't that bad because, frankly, the only loss was this tip. But it could have been worse. What if someone had run over this spray gun and pulled the sprayer out of the truck, out of the pest control or weed control truck? Or what if this spray gun had bounced up into the windshield of the vehicle behind it? It could have been really a nightmare. And it is critical, absolutely critical, that your techs check the hose reel and the hose reel lock before they drive off. Here's another example. This was a green guard gun that bounced off a trailer because the hose reel wasn't locked, and it was a total loss. This is about an $80 gun, and it was a complete loss because the tech didn't take 5 seconds or 15 seconds to check the hose reel lock before driving off. And again, there was no injuries to anyone, but the gun was a total loss, and they not only had to replace the gun, they had to drive to the repair shop to get a replacement. So quite a bit of time was lost. And the company lucked out here. There was no one injured. There was no lawsuit, but there could have been. So what do we recommend? We've talked about this before. Train and retrain your people. Discuss safety at your meetings. And we know most companies have a staff meeting regularly. Most of the time they're talking about how to upsell customers or how to use a chemical to get control. But we also want you to talk about safety and equipment safety in particular. If you're the boss, do inspections of your vehicles. Make sure your technicians are checking their equipment before they drive off, and do ride-alongs to make sure they're doing what you want them to do. So thank you so much for watching. If you think this is valuable, please consider QSpray.com whenever you need spray equipment for your pest or landscape business. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.